I'm so excited about today's video. Johanna Basford meets Zelda. Can I just say, pure nostalgia. So I have 3 different pieces, and the last one is by far my favorite, but they're all fantastic. This first one, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Let me know in the comments how long it takes you to figure out what it is that I'm drawing.
So on this first page, we have this heart made out of flowers, and I knew there was a character that I wanted to turn this heart into, but I didn't want to lose the integrity of the flowers. So this was a lot trickier than what I was anticipating, because I wanted to make sure they still looked like flowers, but also looked like the character. So I had to play around with a lot of different two-tone colors and trying to make sure that it still looked like a flower when it was all done. So if you're not a video game person, hopefully you'll still enjoy this video, but I know Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite all-time video game franchises. When I was a kid, I remember thinking that this world that was built was just massive, and there were so many hidden secrets.
So, do you know what it is yet? I had almost finished it before my son knew what it was.
A lot of games from years past, they really don't stand the test of time. The Legend of Zelda genuinely stands the test of time. It is still good even today. Sometimes it's nice to take a break from adulting and just be a kid again. So here is my finished artwork. If you don't know what this is Majora's Mask, and it was so tricky to try to keep the look of the flowers, but also make it look like the mask. I hope you enjoyed this one, and the second one brought back even more nostalgic vibes. I decided to do Ocraraina of Time.
So when I started this, I was going to keep it really simple, just boy Link and Navi. But when I was getting close to the end, it just didn't have all those things about the game that I loved. Ocraraina of Time was my favorite game growing up as a kid.
So this game is arguably one of the best games ever created. It completely changed the whole video game world and the way that quest games were done. It was so massive and so far ahead of its time. And I decided for this one, we're going super traditional with the traditional young child Link and his friend Navi. The whole time I was drawing this, I was humming the music in the Lost Woods. My husband was the one who gave me the idea of doing Legend of Zelda theme, which is great because Johanna Basford's books is full of flowers, and Zelda just seemed like the perfect fit for that. Because I was going to keep it so simple, I was just going to do a very light blue background just around the edges of the door and the rock. But because I'm using paint on my pieces as well, I have to make sure it's pretty dark or else the paint really sticks out and just doesn't look like it belongs. And when you have such a heavy hand with blending the dark colors with the light colors, you end up with all these streaks. So I decided I had to add some more iconic characters.
My original thought was to add the moon from Majora's Mask in the background. Guys, it's super creepy. Yeah, I didn't put that in there. Instead, I decided to put a Poe in there, a little orange, put one of the Poes in there. I did the red Poe.
I don't remember the moon from Majora's Mask being so creepy, so we went with the Poe. I added the 3 great fairies in the sky. At the last minute, I decided I had to put the chicken in there. One of my favorite things about Ocraraina of Time, oddly enough, was the chickens. If you tried to hit the chickens with a sword, all of the chickens would swarm you and attack you, so you had to be nice to the chickens. It had to have a chicken in there, of course. So here's my finished work. So cute. Hopefully, I did Ocraraina of Time enough justice with my artwork. I know it makes me smile every time I see it.
So my final piece was a lot easier to do than the other two. It was a lot more leisurely. All the little Koroks are cute, they're simple, they have simple faces. I didn't have to strive too much on how to draw them. And this one, I definitely enjoyed doing the most because it was the least stressful.
My last piece definitely turned out the best, I think. It's from Tears of the Kingdom, and it was planned out a lot better than my previous one. So I was able to put all the light colors around the ground and fade it out into the nice night sky. All of the artwork was really simple. The Koroks are so easy to draw. They're simple shapes. I have Hestu, I guess is how you call the giant Korok, as my centerpiece. And of course, I have to have the little Korok that has lost his buddy. If you're not familiar with the game, there's these little Koroks that you find. Every once in a while, you'll find this little guy who has a pack on, who's too tired to move anymore, and he's separated from his friend. And you have to take this little guy to his friend who has a camp set up nearby and reunite him with his buddy. So I had to include the little lost Korok and his buddy. After my Zelda project, I was going to put this book down for a while, if not permanently, because this book is very empty as far as the artwork goes. But I actually have another idea, another video that I will be releasing here within about a week or so. So if you like any of this artwork, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know which one you like. Let me know if there's something you want me to do in the future. And let me know, how have you felt about Johanna's book so far? Obviously, I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I'm having to do a whole lot of my own artwork in order to make it fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this, even if you're not a video game fan. I think Legend of Zelda has some wonderful artwork in it anyway. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more content like this, if you have enjoyed watching me transform this Johanna Basford coloring book. Go grab a coloring book, grab a sketchbook, do something that has a nostalgic feel for you. If this inspired you to create your own nostalgic artwork, make sure you tag me in it so I can see your work as well. You can also follow me on Rumble, Instagram, and Pinterest, and I'll see you guys in the next video.